Hi everybody and welcome back to another in our series of MCQ revision questions. We take an individual exam question, think about the answer and the correct reasoning behind it. This one is a macro question. It focuses on the impact of cutting import tariffs. And here's the question. What is the most likely short-run effect on a country's inflation and unemployment rate if it abolishes its import tariffs? What's the impact on inflation and unemployment? Have a think, and I'll be back in a few seconds with the correct answer. So the correct answer to this question is B. The rate of inflation likely to fall. The rate of unemployment is likely to rise. A lot of students prepare for exams and they can show a diagram showing the impact of imposing a tariff. Of course, the question is about abolishing, effectively cutting a tariff to zero. So let's have a quick look at the reason why it's B. Abolishing a tariff causes prices to fall in the domestic market, but it can also lead to a contraction or a fall in domestic production and jobs. So in our diagram here we have the market for cars, and initially the price including the import tariff is P1 plus T. Domestic demand is Q2, domestic supply is Q1, the difference between the two is imports. But if we abolish the tariff, the world price with no tariff goes down, and as a result the price level will fall to P2. Great news for consumers, they can afford to buy more cars, cheaper imported cars, but actually domestic producers, well, they won't be able to supply as much, so their production will go down from Q1 here to Q3 because they can't commercially supply as many cars at the lower price. So the fall in price would bring down the inflation rate, but the abolition of the tariff could, in theory, cause a contraction of domestic output, and hence, because demand for labour is derived from the demand for output, it could cause a short-term rise in unemployment. So that's why the answer to this question is B.